Welcome to I Am One. I am Domina, the wittress of this house, and I am your host tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the first day of the 13 nights of Samhain. And if you saw my last video that I did, I explained a little bit about myself and also wanted to participate in this challenge, not so much because I have traditions, but I'm taking this opportunity to make traditions for myself going forward. So the first question or the first prompt was, what does Samhain represent to you? And for me, it's about transformation. That's a word that I got for myself this week. I had a very lucid dream. I want to say Wednesday morning. And there was this blue snake, beautifully blue snake, that it was like in the yard where I was. I don't know that it was my house, but it was at the house where I was in the dream. And I was admiring and intrigued by the snake. And no matter where I went in the yard, the snake was there. And so, but I always had like the front view of the snake. So I wanted to walk around from the backside to see the snake from the backside. And the snake turned around and it jumped in the air and it latched onto my arm. And I'm not a fan of snakes, but in the lucid dream, I wasn't afraid. And I just stood there and said, "It bit me. It bit me." And at some point, like after about 30 seconds, I did pull the snake off of me and just dropped it on the ground. I didn't try to kill it. I didn't try to harm it. I just say it bit me. I kept saying it bit me. And my mother, my late mother, was in the dream. And I looked at her and said, "He bit me." And all she said, again, she was not a fan of snakes either, but she wasn't afraid of the snake. She wasn't, uh, uh, having a dramatic reaction to me being bit by the snake. All she said was, "Go wash your arm off." So I didn't wake up. I didn't open my eyes from the dream, but I disconnected from it. And while I was laying in the bed with my eyes still closed, I felt like the surge of energy that was coming up my arm, and not just the arm that the snake had bitten, but also my left arm. So he bit my right arm, but I could also feel that energy going up both of my forearms. And when I eventually woke up, I looked up. I tried to find a blue snake that as close to possible as possible resembled that snake that bit me in the dream. And I did find a picture of it. I'm on my phone, so I can't really show it to you right now. Um, Maybe I'll make it the thumbnail when I get this all loaded up. But anyway, as I was looking and trying to figure out the meaning of the snake, why was the snake there? And I remember hearing stories about, we in the church, we were, told that the snake was the bad guy and that he tricked Adam and Eve into eating from the tree, the forbidden tree. But then learning that no, the snake was bringing enlightenment. The snake was bringing, wanting them to have that knowledge because it was their right to have that knowledge. And as I was getting that, remembering that, and looking up pictures of the snake that I could find, I also heard the word transformation. So for me, Samhain or the Samhain season for me is representing transformation, is representing going deep within myself, shedding the old and allowing the new to shine. So while I don't have old traditions that I can share with you and different things like that, this for me, this season is starting new traditions. And so if anybody here that is watching this, listening to this, and you're kind of resonating with what I'm saying, you grew up where you couldn't celebrate, you grew up where you were told this was bad and that this was evil and this was satanic and all that fun stuff. but now you're starting to learn for yourself, and you're starting to allow yourself to be enlightened, and allowing the scales and the skin to peel, and to embrace the new that is coming your way. Embrace the new you that is going to be revealed, not just to the world, but to yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's not about, at least for me, at the end of the day, it's not about whether or not you agree with me. It's not about whether or not you align with me. It's not whether or not you um, can grab a hold of what I'm saying. It's about what is true for me. It is about what is coming alive in me. It's about what I am creating within myself and allowing to come out. And so that is what Samhain means to me in this season. I'm not at home right now because my husband has a medical emergency that we are taking care of, and we're actually about 4 hours away from home. So I'm in the hotel right now, but I did not want the first day to go without me. I committed to doing the challenge, and I did not want to start the challenge off late. And since I have this opportunity in the hotel to get it started, this is where I am. So I hope that this encourages you wherever you are in your path, your walk, your spirituality, whatever you call yourself, that you allow this time. And I think it's pertinent that as the nights are growing longer, that we're having more time to reflect, to go deep, to just learn the truth about ourselves and be okay with the truth. The video I put up last week, I had come up, I had come out and told everybody that I identify as a witch. And at some point I thought, no, let me take that down. No, it's going to stay right where it is. I am okay with who I am, moving forward, making this tradition work for me, live my truth, in my truth, with all sincerity, with all honesty, with all integrity, and um, empower myself to be all that I know that I am. So, with that, this first night of the 13 nights of Samhain, Samhain represents to me transformation, and shedding my skin. So, with that, I'll let you go. Peace and blessings to you all. Good night.